Number 10, use AI to help you find support. AI can help you find support for your relationships. For example, AI can connect you with other people in similar situations, find resources, get advice, connect you with therapists or counselors or local resources that can help you with your relationship.
I just feel like there's already so many apps that do that. You've got Peanut for moms, Bumble for women, and all sorts of...
Bumble's a dating app.
No, they've rolled out like to make friends and stuff too.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, there are tons of apps for that.
Is there like a Tinder friend app too?
So how
Just
did
a
we...
different kind of friend? So
I'm glad I told you that now. So if you ever saw me on Bumble, you weren't like, what the?
yeah, what are you doing?
AI help me. Jarek's really upset because I was on Bumble. What do I do?
Married for 10 years and now I'm Bumble. Like, I like this one. I think, again, it's starting to cross a barrier, but if it can understand certain patterns in your schedule or certain patterns in your search queries or certain patterns in what's going on.
Okay, if AI
knows
could optimize my time.
It knows you're starting to hit a point where you've had too much going on, you're a bit overwhelmed, you're not feeling your best self, and it's pulling data, and it's like, hey, you might want to schedule a session to go do yoga, meditation, talk to a therapist. Like it nudges you towards something you might need based on how your sleep quality's dropped, how you haven't gone to the gym as much. Like it's watching your life patterns. Now this is definitely crossing a barrier because this knows a lot of information.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It knows how well you slept. It knows your nutrition. It knows how well your body is handling the stress. It knows all these different things, but it's a real-time indication saying, hey, based on what I'm seeing, you're headed in this direction. Why don't you consider a few of these options that might move you back towards a better version of you?
Okay. Or, so the thing that checks in with you after the meeting, again, I'd prefer that to be a loved one or a friend. But what if there was an app or an AI something where you could have a pulse on how my day went? What's my mental load? Where am I at emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally? And then it takes yours as well. And it can give you a tip based on what I love. It can ask me, Amanda, what do you love? Because sometimes I'll tell you and maybe you don't, it's not immediately ready or available or you remember. And so it kind of is able to like aggregate information from both of you and then just say, hey, this is what Jarek might need today based on what he's input. I don't love it. I don't love it because I would rather just have the conversation. But sometimes if you've had a nutty day, you don't necessarily want to tell me how crazy it was, right? I may want to share with you, but you may not have the emotional capacity. But if we got a little cue or a hint or a tip from something that was like, hey, he'd really love this or whatever, that could be kind of nice. It's almost like having like a little angel or fairy godmother around that's just like, hey, by the way, your husband like could really use some words of affirmation today. He had a really rough day. Or like your wife has been slammed by a toddler today and he's just had so many meltdowns. She could really use a hug today because her love language is physical touch. You know what I mean? Like those little things. But again, I don't love it. I'd rather we just know it and we do it and we talk to each other and that's how we build connection. But I think like those little tips or so also we could just remind each other. That's it. We'll just send each other a text. It's been a doozy. I could really use a hug today.
Sounds like AI is starting to win you over.
It's not.
It is.
I'm just trying to find ways to not like it so much.
Okay, that is our top 10 list. What do you think? Leave a comment below this video. We'd love to know, what are your thoughts? Are any of these useful? Which one would you find the most useful? Which one would you find the least useful on this list?